K-pop fans, can we please survive 1 week without the timeline catching fire? Because this week, we've got a pre-debut member leaving before the group even debuts. Twice fans spiraling over contract rumors again, 80s comeback dividing the internet, and Jennie walking into festival season with people arguing harder than the actual performances. Grab your tea, because we're unpacking all of it. Now, let's talk about Jennie, because somehow every festival performance turns into a full-on internet debate. From Rockslide to Mad Cool and other festival appearances, fans were hyping these stages like they were about to redefine pop music. But when the clips started rolling out, a lot of people were left saying, that's it? One of the biggest criticisms online was that the performances didn't feel much different from what we've already seen. New festival, same formula, same choreography, same expressions, same staging. It almost felt like watching the Coachella performance all over again, just on a different stage. And then came the lip sync debate. Some viewers argued that too much of the performance relied on backing tracks, with comments like, if this is supposed to be a live festival performance, why does it barely sound live? Others joked, go girl. Give us nothing. Yes, that viral phrase somehow found its way into Jennie discourse. Another criticism was the energy. Some people felt she looked tired or like she was pacing herself, while others defended her by saying festival schedules are exhausting and fanchoms don't always capture the full performance. Still, the comparisons were unavoidable. Many people pointed out that when you watch performers like Zara Larsson, Dua Lipa, or other Western pop stars at major festivals, they're constantly moving, singing live, engaging the crowd, and making every stage feel unique. The expectation for Jennie was the same, not because she has to be them, but because she's marketed as one of K-pop's biggest global stars. And with that title comes bigger expectations. Some critics even said, it wasn't bad, it just wasn't memorable. And honestly, that's probably the harshest criticism an artist can receive, because people aren't saying the performance was a disaster. They're saying they've already seen it before. Now, to be fair, Jennie still has undeniable star power. The crowd was loud, her fans loved every second, and her confidence on stage is one of her biggest strengths. But confidence alone doesn't make a performance feel fresh. If every festival ends with people saying, this reminds me of Coachella again, then maybe it's time to switch things up. New arrangements, new choreography, more crowd interaction, something that makes fans walk away thinking, I've never seen Jennie do that before. Because right now the conversation isn't, was Jennie bad? It's, was there anything new? And for many viewers, the answer was, not really. The biggest shock this week came from Saint Satine. Before the group could even make their official debut, Hype and Geffen confirmed that Swedish trainee Lexie had left the lineup. No detailed explanation was given, which only fueled even more speculation online. For many fans, the news was disappointing because Lexie had already gained attention through pre-debut content. People were excited to see what she would bring to the group, so losing a member before the first release felt like an unexpected setback. Then, the internet did what the internet always does. Instead of waiting for facts, people immediately started writing their own stories. Some fans suggested that as a European trainee, Lexie may have struggled with the demanding idol system, pointing to discussions about personal boundaries, work-life balance, and the intense expectations placed on K-pop trainees. Others argued that's an unfair assumption because Lexie herself has never said that was the reason she left. There were also rumors claiming she didn't want to babysit younger members, or that she wasn't close with the team. Again, there is no evidence supporting those claims, and they appear to have come from fan speculation rather than any official source. Then came another wave of criticism. Some people claimed Lexie lacked the talent to debut, or said another trainee would have been a better fit, but that's a pretty harsh conclusion to make when we've barely seen what she was capable of. Leaving a group doesn't automatically mean someone wasn't talented. Sometimes circumstances change, priorities shift, or decisions are made for reasons the public never gets to know. The reality is simple. We know that Lexie left. We don't know why. Until Lexie chooses to tell her own story, everything else is just people filling in the blanks with assumptions. And honestly, that's one of the biggest problems with K-pop fandoms today. The moment a company stays quiet, the internet rushes to become the spokesperson. Sometimes it's okay to admit. From pre-debut drama to festival controversy, K-pop really said nobody's getting a peaceful week. But what do you think? Was Lexie exit blown out of proportion? And were people too harsh on Jennie, or was the criticism deserved? Spill your tea down below. And if you enjoyed today's video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.